U.S. Representative Adam Schiff, D-Caliph, is calling on President Joe Biden to drop out of the 2024 election, becoming the most prominent Democratic lawmaker so far to publicly push for a different presidential nominee. In a statement Wednesday reported by the Los Angeles Times, Schiff said he has serious concerns that Biden can't beat former President Donald Trump, the Republican nominee, in the November election. Schiff, who is running for U.S. Senate in California, said Biden has been one of the most consequential presidents in our nation's history, and his lifetime of service as a senator, a vice president, and now as president has made our country better. But our nation is at a crossroads, he added. A second Trump presidency will undermine the very foundation of our democracy, and I have serious concerns about whether the president can defeat Donald Trump in November. Schiff, the former chair of the House Intelligence Committee, rose to national prominence when he led Trump's first impeachment trial. He's a close ally of former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, who was non-committal last week on whether Biden should be the nominee, saying it's up to the president to decide if he is going to run. Schiff joins at least 24 of his Democratic congressional colleagues who have publicly called for Biden to withdraw from the election after Biden's June 27 debate with Trump raised concerns about his mental fitness and whether he can beat Trump, who has led in most polls throughout the race. Schiff said the choice to withdraw from the race is President Biden's alone. Although he did not say who should replace Biden at the top of the ticket, Schiff said it is time to pass the torch to a different Democrat who can secure Biden's legacy by defeating Trump. Still, Schiff made clear he would support whoever is ultimately the Democratic nominee, including Biden. I will do everything I can to help them succeed. There is only one singular goal: defeating Donald Trump. The stakes are just too high, he said. Biden has made clear repeatedly that he's not dropping out of the race and has disputed polls that show him losing to Trump. Biden told BT in an interview Tuesday that he would consider dropping out only if some medical condition emerged. Biden has maintained he is healthy and fit to be president. I made a serious mistake in the whole debate, Biden said. Look, the reason I ran, you may remember, is I said I was going to be a transitional candidate. And I thought that I'd be able to move from this to pass it on someone else. But I didn't anticipate things getting so divided. And quite frankly, I think the only thing age brings is a little bit of wisdom, he said, adding that he's also demonstrated he can get things done. The Democratic National Committee is moving ahead with plans to confirm Biden as their party's nominee during a virtual roll call vote ahead of its convention set for Aug. 19 to 22 to resolve meeting ballot deadlines of several states. But the DNC said Wednesday that a virtual nomination vote won't take place until at least August 1, easing concerns of Biden's Democratic detractors who feared they might nominate Biden as early as next week. New Democratic-funded polling shows Biden losing ground to Trump in key states. CNN's Jake Tapper has obtained polling from the firm Blue Labs, funded by some Democratic donors, that shows, post-debate, that President Joe Biden is losing ground to former President Donald Trump in 14 key states, including the 5 that Biden flipped against Trump in 2020: Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. He is also vulnerable post-debate in Colorado, Minnesota, Maine, New Mexico, Virginia, and New Hampshire. The data also found 4 Democrats outpaced Biden in a matchup with Trump in battleground states: Arizona Senator Mark Kelly, Maryland Governor Wes Moore, Pennsylvania Governors Josh Shapiro, and Michigan Governors Gretchen Whitmer,